Another Auckland, Michael Todd. They are the leading 6 runners with just under 1,600 metres of the race to go. Marty Vainio, who's running in this race, of course, because he's here in New Zealand as part of his preparation for the World Cross Country Championships. And he probably knows a bit about Philip Clode because the two of them ran together throughout much of the cross-country trial to select the New Zealand team at Ellerslie a couple of weeks ago. A very good race that day from Philip Clode. He was, in fact, the second New Zealander home, third overall in the race behind Risto Ulmala from Finland, who won it, and John Campbell. And here he is now, leading this 5,000 metre field from Marty Vainio and Tony Rogers, who looks to be struggling a little in third place. He's a 1,500 metre runner, so he just might be finding this a little tough, the further distance at 5,000 metres. There he is in third place, but he's dropping back all the time behind these two, who look quite comfortable, John, Clode and Vainio.
Well, Phil Clode is one of the finds of our season this year. He has been a 1,500 metre runner, but decided he'd have a go for the World Cross Country Champs. It means he has to get out and run 12,000 metres over cross country. And he virtually won our trial. He was beaten by a Finnish athlete, but he won our trial. He's shown that he's now got strength, and he could be an excellent 5,000 metre runner. He's been lapping the pace with Vainio. Hasn't been all that fast, but they've stepped it up now to 66s.
Healy there in third place, who's overtaken Tony Rogers, Liam Healy in the Wellington colours, but it's down to Vainio and Clode. Marty Vainio, a vastly experienced athlete. He's in fact run it in New Zealand before. He ran here a couple of times in the early days of the track series back in the late 1970s and early 80s. He's run at the World Championships, the Olympic Games, won a silver medal in the 10,000 metres at the last Olympic Games in 1984. But then his career went into a bit of a shadow after that, when he was disqualified and banned from the sport for 18 months after traces of anabolic steroid were found in his blood. But he has served out his suspension, and he's now back as a full runner, as it were, and very much one of the informed runners for the fast approaching World Cross Country Championships.
So here he is with coming down with 2 laps to go, still wanting to share the place, and I wonder if he knows that Phil Clode has been one of our best 1,500 metre runners, because they're going to have a good sprint at the finish. Vainio, I'm sure, would like to win this race. Does he know the reputation of the Canterbury runner he's with?
It's Healy in third place. Number 463, Rob Mulcahy from Canterbury has moved into fourth place. And David Rush, who's the defending champion, who we saw briefly there coming down the home straight, is way back in about 9th or 10th place and about 100 metres behind the leaders at the moment. But it's Philip Clode who's looking as comfortable now as he did in that 12,000 metre trial across the Ellerslie racecourse a couple of weeks ago.
There's Tony Rogers pulling out of the track with just over 600 metres to go. He's obviously very uncomfortable and doesn't want to race anymore. But we're coming down to a good finish in this race, because Vainio, he's a tall man, but when he starts to stride out with those long legs, he covers the ground very, very swiftly. And I guess he will be gathering himself ready for a sprint. I hope Clode knows that the pounce may come sometime.
It's no surprise, I suppose, that Philip Clode has emerged as the leading New Zealander in this race. He is, in fact, the only New Zealander this summer to have gone under 14 minutes for 5,000. He ran 13:58 about a month ago in Christchurch, and he gets the bell with Marty Vainio. And Vainio does a quick check to see where the runner in third place is. It's Rob Mulcahy, who is about 25 metres back. There's Mulcahy in the Canterbury colours. Healy is in fourth place, and then Chris Pallone, the bottom of your picture to the right, who will also run at the World Cross Country Championships at Ellerslie. But it's Clode leading from Vainio as they make their way down the back straight with just under 300 metres of the race to go.
And Clode doing the nice thing, gradually turning on the pace. But here comes Vainio. Is he ready? Clode must get on behind him. He can be quick.
This is a great turn of speed for a man who's basically a 10,000 metre runner. And Philip Clode, the 1,500 metre specialist, is struggling to hang on to Vainio, but maybe the Cantabrian hasn't gone yet. He doesn't look as if he's entirely finished. Clode might kick again off their home straight. Vainio and Clode, a great finish in the 5,000, and I think the Canterbury man's coming again. Yes, he is. So he didn't panic. That was a very clever run over the last 400 from Philip Clode. When he saw Vainio take off down the back straight, that can be a demoralising sight, but he didn't panic, and he waited, bided his time, and then kicked from 100 metres out and took the tall thin and won the 5,000 metre race, and he deservedly gets congratulations from Marty Vainio.
Chris Pallone was third, by the way, but you can't take anything away from a very fine run by this artist. He's got a fine arts degree from Christchurch. And Clode, I'm sure his coach Bob Grieve had his heart in his mouth at this moment, because we all thought perhaps Vainio would have the legs on him, but you can see Vainio, a bit of a wily old dog, when he moves out on the track to make Claude have a more difficult time to get past him. But Claude, with that 1,500 metre speed, really turns it on now. He's a smooth runner, very good action, very effective, efficient mover. So this is an excellent run by Phil Claude to win his first national title over 5,000 metres.
Philip Claude is the 1988 5,000 metre champion, winning the title in 14:09.64. Second home was Matti Vainio from Finland in 14:10.28. And Chris Pallone of Auckland continues his good run of late. Third place goes to Chris Pallone in 14:19.